But when it comes to networking, it's not just who knows me, it's who's willing to speak for me when I'm not in the room.
Thank you so much for the interview today. First and foremost, can you please just introduce a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Jessica McLean. I am currently the Chief Financial Officer for the Girl Scouts Council of the nation's capital. Prior to that, I spent about 11 years in public accounting as an auditor. I am a true auditor through and through, and enjoyed my time doing that. That's me. I'm very involved with the profession. I sit on the AICPA Foundation Board. I'm a member of the Maryland Association of CPAs Foundation, the Greater Washington Society of CPAs Board, and many other things.
I'm just wondering, how do you create your network and how do you maintain your network?
So I kind of have it in two phases, because there's the pre-COVID phase and then there's the COVID phase. So of course, pre-COVID is one, I was going, attending different conferences, different networking events. That was a way to do it. I had an executive coach. Her name is Janine Brown, who has an amazing book that's coming out that I can't wait to read, who was an executive coach I worked with. I think this is back in 2018. And she helped me through my introvertedness to be able to network. I'm a natural introvert, maybe hard to tell in talking with me. But just going up to people and talking with them was just not something I was always comfortable with. But she was so helpful in encouraging and helping me through that process to do that. So pre-COVID, it was, the conferences, just going up to people and having conversations at lunch, during the conference break or during the coffee break at a conference, exchanging business cards. So that was one way I did it. Reaching out to my network to say, I'm looking for some volunteer opportunities within our profession. And helping with that is how I got involved with the AICPA and some of their volunteer committees, was just letting people know what I wanted to do. And as we've mentioned before, just telling people and asking, you'd be surprised who's out there willing to help. So that was one way as well, is getting more involved with the profession at the state level and the national level. Now, it's changed a bit with COVID because, for about a good year and a half, no one can barely leave their house. And so then it went to a virtual networking. And so I was even more intentional of how I use LinkedIn, connecting with people, sending messages, attending as many virtual happy hours as I could, with work and everything going on. And so that was a way as well in doing that. People that I hadn't talked to since before COVID, just sending them an email saying, I'd just love to catch up for, a 20-minute, 30-minute coffee via Zoom, and doing that as well. So I will say the networking is always very intentional, and it's not about doing it to get something from someone or it's a very transactional basis. It's just connecting, because I tell people when it comes to networking, it's not just who knows me, it's who's willing to speak for me when I'm not in the room. It's not because I just know them. It's not because they just know me. It's when opportunities arise, I want my name to be brought up. And by doing that, again, it's how I've had the support when I transition out of public accounting, and how I work through things now, and how you and I've connected as well, just virtually. and so it's just, again, I've been very intentional. And I tell people it doesn't take hours on a day to do it. It's just sending some notes on LinkedIn, connect with people on LinkedIn, sharing posts on LinkedIn, or again, attending a virtual event that your state society holds. If you're able to do in-person events, going to them and just say, I'm going to talk to 2 people today. Nothing else. I'm going to have a conversation with 2 people. Because you never know who they know, and then they know someone else, and you know them as well. And it's just, again, we're all barely separated if you really think about it, and how we're all connected with each other, the 6 degrees of separation. And so that's how I did it. So pre-COVID, it was a little different, but now that those in-person events are coming back, I'm making my way out there as much as I possibly can.